This episode of Capes and Lunatic Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Perich, and you are listening to the Capes and the Lunatic Sidekicks podcast.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Legends of the Arrowverse. I am Phil. Joining me as always, Supergirl. It is.
Hey y'all. Lois Lane inspired.
Oh my.
Cause she's the backbone of the whole book. Just to be honest. Of the whole the whole Superman universe.
I don't know, she's pulling those dirty...
Her and Ma and Pa can't. They're holding it all together.
Is Lois pulling those underhanded office politics like you are?
Hopefully, if she's smart.
Oh, nice.
But she's not the editor-in-chief, so obviously not. Come on, it's 2020. We got a female vice president. Time to break those glass ceilings, DC Comics. Perry White needs to retire. He's got to go.
Don't give Ben this idea, so he's out soon.
I mean, as much as I love Perry White, I could use a change. I'm just saying. Yeah. He would never give Lois that kind of responsibility, though. It's not his thing for female characters.
Lil says, too many men.
It's wienering time. Sausage fest! It's wienering time. Basically. But yeah, you picked out a great issue.
I thought this was a good Lois and Clark issue. Plus, I think it complemented last episode's issue you picked out where they got, where he revealed his identity to her.
Because once you get the identity reveal, you have to ask this question as the cover, so, adequately tells us.
Yes. Superman 59 from September 1991.
And I just have a controversial opinion to share before we start. Superman books during this era greater than the Action Comics.
Oh.
Fight me. I don't care.
Wait, the Superman of this era better than the Action Comics of that era?
Yep.
Okay. Why?
Okay, I thought there was going to be more.
you mean overall, or just was there a certain aspect like the writing or the art or something?
Just better stories. I was more, engrossed in these stories. Action was kind of like a duty. It's like, yeah, you got to read them all to keep up with the whole story. Superman was like, yeah, I can't wait to read it.
Well,
what do these two crazy kids have cooked up today?
Was that like this?
Whereas it's reversed for me now. I really don't care for the Superman book now. And before Bendis took over, Action Comics was kind of like the better one.
Well, was that like the strength or whatever the Superman books back then? Because you had, basically the triangle numbers. So it's like if one thing was low for you, the other books picked it up. Definitely.
Now it's just all like, what are you doing?
I know.
Where's your editor? I would like to speak to the editor.
But yeah, I like this, almost like a greeting card cover. It's like, finally, some time to be alone together.
Boom, chicka, wow, wow. I wouldn't be asking no questions. That's all I'm saying. But Lois is a journalist at heart, so she got to get to the heart of the matter.
In the corner box, they forgo a barcode. In this issue, Lois asks Clark the burning question. Why are you Superman?
And just in case you don't know, this is a Dan Jurgens issue with art by Brett Breeding.
Mm-hmm.
So make of that what you will.
Friend of the show, Dan Jurgens.
Exactly. Make of that what you will. No bias, no favoritism. Yeah, right.
Hi, this is Dan Jurgens, and you are listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
See.
This book is old as dirt. It's old enough to drink.
I picked this issue before we even talked to Mr. Dan Jurgens. But yeah, no, I mean, I always love Dan's Superman stuff.
Yeah. He's a real, and I mean this in the best way, not a derogatory way. He's a real fanboy.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Sometimes that's what it takes. Like, I hate people who just write Superman and they don't really have a love for him. They just want to put their mark on him.
I was going to say, do I have to hit the button?
There's been a couple of others, but he's the most egregious, and I'm just going to leave it at that.
Ooh, burn.
Burn. So yeah, we're in the shadowy, mysterious conspiracy corner of...
Somewhere, sometime.
Ooh, mysterious.
He has 3 people in robes. sitting
looking
there.
like a Cobra Commander convention, but okay.
I know, and there's an empty chair there.
Ooh. The incident is closed, never to be spoken of again. Exactly how I run my office, exactly.
Oh, jeez. Don't you ask about that bonus.
You're gonna get a ham and that's it. You get a Christmas ham.
Oh, I thought you said hand.
Whoa.
I meant like a punch, Lilith. Settle down.
Sure. You're right. This isn't Wade's World.
But yes, their agent was forced to reveal their existence, blah, blah, blah. We must investigate the human aspect of the mission. One of them, like, wants to investigate...
Sins of the flesh and all.
Oh, my.
Honestly, let's all be honest. That's the best part about being human, and everything else sucks.
So, and the one who disagreed to this time, the Brotherhood is wrong. So is this saying, oh, yeah, the men were wrong. As this figure blinks out. But then now, Metropolis, now is in 1991.
Looks old enough to drink.
Oh,
he's pouring on the compliments.
I know. I've seen a lot of...
Where's that hand going, mister?
Whoa. I've seen a lot of incredible things over the years, Lois, but I've never seen anything as beautiful as you look tonight.
Just how Ma can't race you. Look at him.
Oh my God. Can you imagine? Just that, he can be like, you know what? I have floated 1,000,000 miles from different stars, but only you shine brighter than any of them.
Bro, if they don't, whenever we get a new writer for Superman, if they don't make it, like, I want more time with his kids so he can make dad jokes. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly. But she's all like, oh, you're always so busy with your other
responsibilities.
We've had remarkably few actual dates. Do you realize?
Yeah, she's not as lucky as Iris, who gets to go out on a dinner date every damn week.
Exactly. Oh, wait a minute. So what are you saying? That they like fast food?
Oh. Now, see, that was the one thing that I did like about the Adventures of Lois and Clark, because, he would run and get actual Chinese food and pizza from Italy.
All Barry does is run the Coast City for pizza.
Slacker. But here comes the guilt trip.
Do you realize our entire relationship has almost entirely been built at work? Great Caesar's Ghost.
I know, right?
True enough, we should try to go out more. We might even ask Jimmy and Lucy if they want to double date next Saturday. Oh, remember?
Oh, I guess he's not good enough to date your cousin. It's fine. It's good enough to date her sister. We won't talk about that.
I guess was before Lucy entered limbo. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, with the hard times Jimmy's been through, it's like, wait, what's that noise above the restaurant? A squadron of helicopters.
Oh boy.
The Navy rescue wing headed out to sea. Must be serious.
Not tonight, Clark.
I know, but I can't just ignore it.
Don't you know? Don't you know if this was Smallville, Jor-El would see this and take away my powers and give them to you? Don't you know that?
Don't you know? I'll be back in a flash.
Barry Allen wants to have a word with you, sir.
Fly, Clark, fly.
Superman's fiancé, Lois Lane. The nerve.
I know. Oh, no, those people in the restaurant. Look at that poor thing sitting on. Do you suppose her boyfriend just left her there?
What a place to be left sitting alone. Should have brought a book.
And she was like, if I would have known it turned out this way, we could have I would have just gone to Big Belly Burger.
Big Belly Burger, baby. Yes. Remember the before times, guys? I do.
That's right, kids. It was a comic thing before it was an Arrowverse TV thing.
Honestly, the more that I think about it, I think I want Universal to, once we raise this $4 billion and sell it, I think we should sell it to, I think we should sell DC Comics to Universal so that we can get a proper theme park. Looking at you, Six Flags.
Oh, that's right. I don't know if we mentioned that over here. Yes, the Capes and Lunatics have started a GoFundMe. Go support us. Yes, we're looking for only just a little $4 billion donation to buy DC Comics and make it great again.
Get it on the right foot.
Make DC great again.
Dude, we need the hats. Make DC great again. We need it.
What, the red hats?
This time they'll be red and yellow and blue. It's fine.
Ooh,
we'll tone down the red. We don't want to give people flashbacks.
Nice.
The poor thing.
But yeah, we see, of course, the shirt rip in shadow. Really hated to leave Lois.
The iconic shirt rip in silhouette.
Yes, really hated to leave Lois like that, but I had no choice. The thing she puts up with, guess that proves how special she is.
I mean, you do have a choice. You just choose to be responsible.
I mean, if you ran off at every sign of trouble in the big city,
Ooh, there's a cat in the tree.
It's like every mugging, car accident. I mean, he would be on the go 24/7. So yes, he's following these Navy helicopters. What's the you boys got a status reports on the submarine? All we know is there's somewhere.
A quick scan of the ocean floor. Where's Aquaman when you need him?
But yeah, he's like, super hearing makes it great, and he doesn't have to stop and ask anybody anything. I can cut right to the heart of the matter. Oh, the sub's at its maximum depth. It's resting on the edge of a crevasse. If it falls any deeper, its hull will crack like an eggshell.
No wonder it can't float. Silly dang thing, it's topside.
It's powerless and taking on water. Have to act fast. Yeah, it must be resting on the whole. Okay, love. It's also resting on that old Spanish galleon. Oh,
money, 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 money!
So he uses a old cannon barrel to bang out a message in Morse code.
If that's not double entendre speak, I don't know what is.
What? Oh, banging out Morse code. Be nice if I could lift this sub and bring it to the surface, but if I tried that, the pressure would likely snap it in two.
You got 2 hands?
Whoa. I need to find an alternative method of saving those submariners.
Marvel wants to have a word with you, sir.
Imperious Rex. I'll need some help. Oh, Lord.
Because Lord knows we can't say Excelsior anymore.
Well, we can.
But that is for a comics Capes and Lunatics discussion.
Yes.
Excelsior.
So Superman flies up to the aircraft carrier. And what's the first thing he says, Lilith Hellfire?
What?
No, when he talks to the guy on deck there, what does he say?
Seaman, I need to speak with you. You're welcome.
Thank you.
I give him the setup and I just run with it. I thought it was going to be classy this week, but no, he made me say it, guys.
You have the largest collection of drops of anyone. It's not even close to anyone else.
It's wintering time. Suck it, Kona.
Yeah, stay classy, love.
Suck it, Kona. This is taking a lot longer than I expected. Oh, Lois.
Oh, Lois. Oh my God, he left her with the check, too.
I mean, let's be honest, though. She is the more senior staff, so she probably does make more money, as they made the point in The Adventures of Lois and Clark. Just saying.
And plus, she has an account there. She said, just put it on my account and add a generous tip.
So that means Perry White's picking up the bill, guys.
Oh, that's the thing about married couples working the same place. Like, yeah, it was a business dinner. We were discussing.
Gotta get those loopholes, man.
We were discussing a story. Yeah, man. Yeah, use those loopholes in your business. Get all the money you can. I'm speaking in code to someone. Yes, get all that money you can. and
dollar bills, y'all.
And when you rob them blind, remember, I love you. I take a size large shirt. Any size Funko will do.
Any size Funko will do.
You know my taste in comics. Mysterious person.
Oh, that reminds me. I did actually find your Christmas gift.
Oh. Are we exchanging Christmas gifts? Okay.
No, we don't have to exchange. But I saw it and I was like, I think he still doesn't have this, so I got it.
Oh my.
I see it. I want it. I get it. Well, you know, when you're not married and you don't have kids, you only have 4 dogs.
Wow.
Poor Lois, though. Looking all hot to trot.
I know, man.
And just the old people feeling sorry for her.
Expected Clark hours ago. Can't be mad. I'm too preoccupied worrying about him. Who knows what he ran into? Wonder what she said to chase that nice-looking young fellow away.
Must have been... See, this is what I'm saying. It's so rude.
Pretty obnoxious. She looks...
Like, don't you know that's Lois? Mother fracking Lane?
I love how she's like...
How dare you?
I love how she's like, maybe people should wait till I'm out of earshot before judging me. And then she's like, it must be 100 times worse for Clark with his super hearing. Oh, the things he must have heard me say about him over the years.
Frickin' Smallville. What a bunkie.
But then back at the aircraft carrier, they welded up some boiler tanks, basically making a decompression chambers for Superman to take down and bring the guys up in. If it works, it'll make a perfect decompression chamber.
A severe case of the bends. Not Bendis. Bends.
Oh. A severe case of the Bendis.
Yeah. We need to make shirts. We survived the Bendis run. Put that on our freaking Tea Republic and smoke it.
I survived Bendis Superman, and all I got was this T-shirt.
All I got was that lousy, what was Brogozar.
Don't read this Bendis story too fast, or you'll get the Bendis.
Bendis.
Oh.
But yeah, Superman says he can handle.
He's like, fortunately, I can handle the depth.
Any deeper, and I might have.
Can, sir.
Any deeper, and I might have the same problem.
Wish me luck, boys. I don't feel like they went in deep enough. I mean, a submarine says enough. Use your imagination.
But yeah, so Superman's thinking, I wish I had time to test this out, but those men can't wait any longer. Their oxygen supply must be nearly exhausted by now.
And hey, look, it's every black guy ever from any form of comics or cartoon.
Oh yeah, just like when we were talking Daredevil, that same haircut. That's the 90s haircut.
Learn to draw a fade! Jeez.
But again, Lilith, every white guy's either got like a mullet or like going bald, so.
I mean, I see that in real life. Present company excluded, I'm just saying. That's more realistic.
Yeah, I know. But I love these guys. What's the deal? We never trained with rescue equipment like this before. Who cares? Quit yapping, Sam.
Loose lips sink ships. Come on.
Oh man, I can't. I still haven't watched it yet, but supposedly that's on CBS All Access.
What's that? Really? Oh, they own Viacom, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they're moving everything to just Paramount. It's not going to be CBS All Access anymore.
I don't care. So Superman gets them all out. Of course, now the sub is going sinking deeper. And I'll even be able to catch up to Lois.
No, you won't. It's too late, buddy.
As soon as I return this crew to the carrier. He did it. He really did it. Did you really think Superman would fail?
I mean, hey man, he's not infallible.
I guess that, yeah.
I mean, he hasn't like Gwen Stacy'd anybody, unless you're talking about the movies.
Oh,
but
it's not. I mean, it's not pre-crisis Superman. Yeah. You managed to bring the entire crew back. Sure did.
Look at his hair. Why is his hair like that?
Because it's all wet.
That shouldn't matter. That S curl should be tight.
The pressure, the ocean.
He
depths.
was under pressure.
Oh. Yes, just follow the normal decompression procedures. Brilliant. I love this guy. Before you leave, I have another favor to ask. Well, someone is expecting me. Understood. Puts Uncle Sam up top. Secret cryptography equipment.
I'm not even from this planet.
We don't want that equipment to fall in the Ruski hands.
We were still kind of, sort of, subtly in a Cold War in 91.
Exactly. So. Say no more, Admiral. I'm sure my appointment will understand. As Lois is walking.
Meanwhile, cut to Lois being super disappointed.
I'm beginning to wonder if I'll ever adjust to this. Clark has so many responsibilities. In fact, his dedication is part of what makes me love and admire him so. But those realities make me wonder, will he ever have time for me?
Answer is no. He's going to ship you off to write your Pulitzer-winning book or whatever.
But after she walks into her apartment, yes, that robed figure, hey, problem does exist. One I may be able to solve.
In due time, of course.
But the next day, they're in the park with, Mom and Pa.
Aww.
Pa. This is what a big city park looks like. Doesn't look like a park with all those tall buildings.
All right, calm it down, Smallville.
You don't have to do, Pa. It's all we have. Oh, yes. Jimmy Olsen's lost his job, so he's selling hot dogs.
I mean, much like freaking Peter Parker, get a better camera.
Oh my god, just the timing, just the serendipity of stuff.
It's wienering time.
I just loaded that not too long ago.
It's wienering time. Save that for the Scarlet Spider Sausage Fest, would you?
How dare you?
Yeah, whatever.
And then, Jimmy sees that Lois and Clark coming, oh no, not them. Because this baseball team's trying to buy hot dogs. So when Jimmy dives...
you work up an appetite.
I know, but when Jimmy dives into the trees, the kid... I'm like, what kind of story is the kids steal all the hot dogs? We got enough for both teams.
They look like they were up to no good.
We got enough for both teams, and it's all free.
I mean...
But yeah, Lois and Clark are telling Mom and Pa about how it's had a hard time. They've been having a hard time finding time together. Sounds like the little lady wants to see more of you, son.
Wait a minute. Did Superman skip leg day?
Oh, because of the short. I know, that art's kind of weird as he's like running away. It's... Didn't you just lift a submarine? How can them legs look like that? That's a good point.
Oh no, gunshots, screams, sirens. I have to leave. Be careful. What do they have? Kryptonite bullets, Lois?
This is the DC universe. You know the cops are inept. So. Hey, you never know, man. He's already been shot by kryptonite bullets.
I was gonna say, is Lex on the loose still? Like, what's some
bloodshot or blood sport?
Oh, true. Touche. And then here comes Ma.
I realize this is hard for you, but considering Clark's place
Shut
in the
up,
world.
old lady.
Oh.
You got Pa Kent.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's not good. You don't want to anger the Kents.
She's like, I know. Being engaged to the single most important man on earth requires patience. I don't know how I feel about that statement, but we'll move on.
Why? What's your problem with that?
Is he the most important man? Humanoid, yes. Man, I don't know.
Are you questioning his manhood?
I think he stuffs his trunks too. I think him and Bruce have something in common. But anyway.
Oh, jeez.
Suck it. Then she's like, oh, I know it's going to be hard to expect, especially once we're married.
Time will tell. Get it? Time will tell.
I sense a disturbance in the force.
Like a million fanboys screaming out in agony.
Radical, check it out. Self-serve time. And that is a double entendre, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, my.
They're carrying him in their catcher's mitt, so that's sanitary. Look at the kid with the just in his arms, though.
I know, man. He's like hugging on as many hot dogs as he can. Jeez.
Every single hot dog gone. I'll be fired for sure.
Oh, yeah. You let out somebody steal every single hot dog you have.
I thought you bought your own cart. I've never really known somebody that worked at a hot dog cart that didn't own the hot dog cart. But maybe it's different in Metropolis. I don't know.
Well, that's how low Jimmy has sunk.
Might as well start driving a taxi, kid. Like, oh wait, those medallions are super expensive, so you can't even do that. You're about 30 years early for Uber, so.
Oh my. So yeah. So what was the emergency? A homeless guy. Speaking of Bloodsport, yes. Because Superman swoops in and Maggie Sawyer tells him, yeah, remember Bloodsport? That night you went on a murderous rampage a couple years ago? In Superman number 4. Speaking of getting...
Remember when we had continuity?
I know. Speaking of getting shot by kryptonite bullets, yes, that's what happened.
Exactly.
Yes, he can transport a wide variety of high-tech weapons. For those of you who didn't read 55 issues ago, yes, he could transport a wide variety of high-tech weaponry from a mysterious stockpile somewhere, right into his hand. She's like, bingo, he's backing away. After he was convicted, we locked up the weapons he confiscated for safekeeping. What we didn't know is that a group of homeless people were sleeping in the catacombs. One of them stumbled in and found Bloodsport's transporter belt.
Transporter belt? That sounds eerily familiar. That'll come in 6 years, 7 years, 8 years later.
Is this is around the same time? No, because the homeless guy's name is Mr. Wilson.
Oh, Mr. Wilson! He needs to have an enemy named Dennis. That's all that I'm saying. Make it happen. Make it happen.
I was thinking something else.
And what about our Wade's World podcast?
Yes, of course. It's always about Wade's World.
It's always about us. It's always about us, see?
Oh, good for you.
But yeah.
Oh, God. We're just like doing the greatest hits now. Just walking through the greatest hits of Superman. That's fine.
But yeah, this homeless guy is just all mad. And he's like, no one's ever cared about me. And Superman's, basically getting shot with this laser cannon. I sympathize with your plight, but that doesn't give you the right to murder. Yeah, because I think he's already murdered some. There's some cops.
There's some poor schmuck laying in front of him.
There's 2 or 3 cops laying. There's like one laying in a pool of his own blood, so I don't know if he's dead or not. You know how many homeless guys have been disappearing lately? Someone's been taking them and turning them into freaks. Yep, Cerebus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the reverse scourge, if you will.
Every time I close in on it, something's gotten in the way. I can't be everywhere, do everything at once. Hey, you know
I care. Superman cares.
You know how many times I've disappointed my fiance? I can't be everywhere. Come on. And there isn't enough time.
I can't do it all.
Time. We keep mentioning time.
Oh, that's the secret word. Take a shot, future lover.
Time.
And she's drunk.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Fortress of Solitude, here we come.
But I just... Oh my. Is that what you call it? But I love Superman. I can't let you continue. Just like backhands him. Talk to the hand.
The back of the hand, that is.
Sorry, I can't let you continue. And you need help. And although you may have the right to consider me guilty for not giving it to you earlier, no one has the right to murder.
Except for Batman.
You're guilty of letting people think you were there to help them when all you want to do is show off your stinking powers and abilities.
Jealous much?
And he transports out some kind of grenade or something. Superman grabs it and tries to hunch down on it, take much of the blast, but it actually hits some of it hits that homeless guy. And one of the cops, way to go, Superman, worthless waste of flesh like him. Who cares if he's dead? And
Superman cares, bro. You can't be talking like that.
That's right.
He's a big blue Boy Scout.
Oh, yeah. So he takes the guy to the hospital. He's rather bad condition, Superman. Life doesn't always go the way we planned, Doctor. Despite all my powers and good intentions, I can't do it all.
Yeah, worthless humans. Clean up your own damn messes.
See, you people thought all these issues, me and Lilith picked these Superman issues, were like Lois and Clark centric. No, they're Elroy the Cat centric.
He's upset. Even he's upset.
Where do you think Clark is, Elroy? According to the radio, the shootout ended hours ago. Then Superman...
Is he cheating with his cousin? Because I remember that continuity where he had a thing for his cousin. Just saying.
Our laws are very different on Krypton.
Alabama time. More like it.
Oh my, so yeah, he swings by the window. Could you change into something warmer? I think it's time to go somewhere and have a talk.
Time to make my move.
Time, get it? Hello?
The anvil has crushed me. It's fine.
And so, so he says, here we are. Can't find much more privacy than Mount Fuji.
Ooh. Should have took her to Fiji, but whatever. That's just me.
As long as your super eyes don't spawn an alien invasion in Timbuktu.
Burn.
Oh. Burn. Sorry. I guess it's the cold getting to me. You said dress warm, but you didn't say warm enough for ice station zebra. Yeah, she just looked like she put like a sweatshirt or a sweater on it.
No gloves, no hat.
So
I didn't know the cape was so insulating, but okay, we'll roll with it.
I mean, it's better than nothing.
I mean, he could use his laser eyes to start a fire, but it's just money.
Yeah, but what's he gonna set on? I guess he could heat up some rock.
Matter of fact, while he's there, find some coal, turn it into a diamond, really make it up to her.
True.
Has Smallville taught us nothing? Step up your game, Superman.
I mean, this is it, right? So long. It's been fun while it lasted. Hey, that's not it. Look, I realize...
Not it at all.
I recognize...
Look at his face.
I realize...
No, we're not breaking up.
No,
we're not even on a break.
No,
Don't you go crawling back to Lex.
We were on a break. There you go, Friends fans. Anyway, look,
I never get to see you for more than 5 minutes at a time. He's like, plenty enough time for me. Hey.
Oh, jeez. Okay, nice. I realize our relationship is not exactly what you call normal. Don't tell me you're thinking of calling it off. Of course not. I'm simply trying to find my place in this relationship. There aren't any advice.
There's just not any advice for people who are marrying superheroes. Hey, we could write a book. We should write a book. Oh, wait, that's super villain. My bad.
Oh.
My bad.
True enough, we can't exactly walk into a marriage counselor either. Looking at you, Barry. Looking at you,
Lois and Clark again would like to have a word with you.
And Barry and Iris. Sometimes I try to think of you as doctor or fireman type. Oh! She tries to picture him as a fireman or doctor type. Role play.
Just take this stethoscope.
But in fact, there's something I've always been curious about. You could have become anything in the world your heart desired. Crusading lawyer, athletic superstar, pioneering surgeon, cop, probably even president. Well, yeah, there's no standard for president these days.
Back then, there barely was. I mean, we were still,
we still pretended back then.
Reagan brought it all coming down to a crashing halt.
I was going to say, this was first George Bush, so. Why become...
Well, the kids just wouldn't let that be, because they were too damn wholesome.
Why become a Superman? You're right, with my powers, I couldn't have become anything, but even as a boy, long before these powers emerged, I knew I wanted to contribute somehow. That's one of the things that attracted me to journalism. It's one of the few...
Back when journalism was still okay of a profession.
It's one of the few professions that exist where I can compete on equal footing with everyone else. Really?
That's not true.
With X-ray vision and super hearing? Okay.
Verifiably untrue, but sure, Clark.
I know. X-ray vision, super hearing, sure. Imagine the advantages of being an invulnerable cop.
Exactly. Imagine. Working with, well, not the U.S. military, or any military at that point. So, yeah, I get it.
Or a doctor with what would be wrong with being an invulnerable cop or a doctor with X-ray vision?
You need that.
Exactly.
And you're already policing the streets. So, I mean, hello? Whatever. We won't nitpick it. Just let him finish his damn inspiring speech.
But even now, sometimes I see the injustices of the world and think, if I was king of the world...
She's like, all right, it's cold up here, let's cut to the chase. Why be a Superman?
Because no one else can.
Still not a good answer. I don't know if I would have continued with the marriage with an answer like that. That's one of those because I said so's. Nah, homie, I'm going to need a little more explanation.
Well, she says, I suppose it's true, but we still have time to be Clark Kent, time to be my husband.
And as the question hangs in the air, the world's most unique couple finds what they have been denied for so long.
Time
to talk! A man's worst fear! We need to talk.
And for the first time, they ask the hard questions about life and marriage.
Boy, future Lilith's gonna be wasted.
What is that, like power and responsibility? Time. So yeah, it says hours.
And she's not a frozen icicle? Oh, okay.
Even more promising is the result, the uncompromising conviction that they are destined to be together.
Aww. Tear.
You must be starving now. Want to head back? Sure, we've been here for some... Hey, look at the time. It's almost 11 o'clock Metropolis time.
Ooh, she has a column due tomorrow.
I had no idea it was so late. I guess time really does fly as he picks her up and flies away. As he picks her up and flies away, he says, time flies.
See? Superman, corny dad jokes, right there. Easy pickings.
I see that, Dan Jurgens.
But seriously, you can't have Superman flying away without his cape. It don't look right.
I know. But then they get back to her apartment. She's like, weird, look, according to my watch, it should be well past 11 and completely dark outside. But the clocks here in the daylight totally contradict. Because the clock says...
Damn daylight saving time. Damn international time zones.
The clock says 5:11. That is strange. I have to admit, I really wasn't paying any attention to the time.
I hope nothing bizarre's happened to Metropolis while we were gone.
Damn, Mitz Pitalik.
Exactly.
Let's not look a gift horse in the mouth. Today was so special. Whatever happened, broken watch, time zones, or criminal activity.
I think heaven. Oh, no, it's not heaven. For our time together.
So he takes off. He's like, you have work to do, and I'm taking up too much of your time already. See you tomorrow, hon. Your time.
Thanks again for today, Clark.
Your time is the most precious thing you have to give me, and I know of only one way to repay you.
Is it the most precious?
But yes, we see that figure. Some time ago, one of my brothers errantly stole a portion of Superman's life. Today, I returned some of it. For a short time, Superman was allowed to step outside of time as repayment for our debt. Oh, we're going to have to get to this storyline one day. Time and time again.
Obviously. We can't leave the poor people hanging.
Time and time again.
Cyndi Lauper? Okay.
Yes. Long story short, yes, one of these figures sent Superman through time, different time eras. He was only absent from 1991 for minutes, but he lived several months of his life during the experience. I must return home. Back to the future?
We've got to get back to the future! Clark, it's your kids!
What? They become a-holes or something, Doc?
No, that's Batman's kid. We'll talk about that later.
Oh! Check out next week's We Are the Night.
The Batman podcast.
That's right. A place where linear man belongs. Yes. Aw, look at this. Superman does it again. Daily Planet.
Time for thanks.
Kidding? Oh, look at this.
And number one reason you should buy this or find this comic is for the article. It's cute.
Oh, the one she wrote? Yes, Time for Thanks.
Yeah. Written by Stan Timmons.
There's also...
That little story on the side? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And there's also a story about Superman saving the submarine. And there's also an article on Luthor sightings continued despite proof of death. Remember, we went over that last episode.
I wonder why they decided to shout out Stan Timmons. I mean, I feel like I know him more from Marvel than DC, but okay.
Yeah, but a lot of these guys, I mean, especially in this.
I mean, they do both, but I feel like I know him more from Marvel stuff than DC stuff. And the DC stuff is Batman stuff, the stuff that I know.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. Look, Luke, look, Lilith, look, we even get a big belly ad.
I know. Dude, I'm just saying, like, that's all I want is an amusement park, a DC-based amusement park, and there needs to be a big belly.
I just want people to give a crap about these comics.
Honestly, at this point, the characters are more valuable than anything the writers could ever do. It's more of the legacy than any future. And you can fight me if you want to about that. But they're doing literally everything they can do to ruin the legacy of DC Comics. And I don't know why. You won't get sweet stories like this anymore. Everything has to be grimdark.
And part of an overarching thing that we can put in trade.
It's not even overarching. It's got to be part of an event so that'll make them want to. We got completionists. We got to make them spend. We got to make them believe.
It's got to be at least 5 or 6 so we can trade paperback it.
Yeah, exactly. It's got to get back to basics. So I'm all for letting DC implode upon itself, and hopefully they can rebuild from the rubble and rise like a mighty phoenix.
Oh, hold on. Breaking news.
Did we have feedback?
Well, we also have feedback from Ray, but no, Mr. Tyler Patrick sent us some breaking news.
Oh, nice.
Where's my breaking news? Yes, it looks like DC or Warner's is mulling over releasing Wonder Woman 1984. They're trying to decide whether to put it on HBO Max in January or delay.
Told y'all!
Or delay until summer 2021.
You gotta strike while the iron's hot, because I was so pissed I could not find. They decided to scrap the variant covers that were supposed to come out this month.
Oh yeah.
So you gotta strike while the iron's hot. But when is Justice League cut coming?
I don't know. Did they even give a date for that yet?
I swear they said it was 2021. So I feel like all year 2021 needs to ramp up, because I know people that are losing steam for that. But Wonder Woman, you gotta strike while the iron's hot, because this is like the last DCEU movie before the Snyder Cut, you know?
Yeah.
That's gonna make or break people's feelings, I believe.
Somebody had steam for the Snyder Cut?
You know, the release of Snyder Cut, people got it done, kiddo. They got it done.
I know.
They were like, hey, we can make money from this. Yeah, let's do it.
But yes, thank you, Tyler Patrick, for the breaking news.
I had such high hopes for Wonder Woman. She's literally carrying the DCEU on her back. Her and Patty Jenkins. But I'm
sure the thought is, though, it's like, okay, do we release it in January on HBO Max? We're not going to get that. We're not going to get that theater money. Then do we want something to compete?
Nobody's going to get the theater money. If it came out in theaters, they're not going to get that theater money regardless.
Yeah, but
look what Tenet did. Christopher Nolan's movies, comparatively, people were more stoked for Tenet than anything freaking DCEU could ever do.
But do they want to save it for the summer because something to compete with Black Widow?
Well, Black Widow comes out in May.
Yeah, true. Well, it said summer, so I don't. I mean, was that May? Is that June?
I'm going to tell you, if they wait till after February 2021, I will not see it just out of spite. I'm out. My. I'm done. I have no interest. Literally, that was the last thing that was holding my interest for DC. Period.
Well, you were talking about those variant covers, so were you going to buy a bunch of DC books that you had no interest in just for the Wonder Woman variant covers?
Yep, sure was. Just to let them know that, hey, Wonder Woman's still important because her numbers are down. And if you don't want what happened to every female character at freaking Marvel at one point or another, you gotta support Wonder Woman. You just have to. They feel like she's getting to be a bit of a liability. And that shows with what they're thinking about tinkering with that Wonder Woman. They should have just released it as a Christmas release if they were ever going to release it.
Oh, yeah. Preach.
So it's going to HBO Max, flat out, guys. There's going to be no theatrical release for Wonder Woman.
We'll talk this with Charlie tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway, so what grade did you give this issue?
Oh, it's A+ all day, every day.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I agree. It's an A. All right.
Because, like, you do have to have that talk. And I was surprised that they were mature enough to realize, because, you know, they've been so against having, like, a real super serious relationship, and we were finally getting that. And you're just like, well, are they going to have the talk? When are they going to have the talk? You know? And they had the talk, so.
All right, so should we hear what our friend Ray has to say about this issue?
I don't know. Depends on how long it is.
5 minutes and 43 seconds.
I'll allow it.
Yes. So,
I know he's a busy man.
For those of you who, if there's some of you who only listen to the Legends of the Arrowverse, you may not know of our friend Ray from Australia, a podcaster in his own right. And he knows a little thing about Superman because he is the co-host on Last Sons of Krypton, a Superman podcast.
Superman podcast.
But his big love is Marvel because he also hosts To Know Her is to Fear Her, a Spider-Woman podcast. Him and I are now racing, trying to like race each other, reading through the original Spider-Woman run.
Who's winning?
I don't know. He was at last time. I think he was at 31. I'm like I just got to like around 30 today, but I don't know if he got any further or not. So.
Uh-oh. The heat is on.
Nah, that's right. And of course, you can hear him here the last Tuesday of every month. Talk all things Scarlet Spider on Ultimate Spider Cast because Lilith does not want to join in the Ben Riley Sausage Fest.
I don't want to break up the Sausage Fest.
Because he joins me and Matt Kona. But, of course, his baby, and of course, another big live read is coming over there. I got to get my vocal cords ready. He hosts Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast.
See, we get better every time.
And you can hear me and Lil's intro in the newest episode. So, all right. So, yes, he leaves us some thoughts on this issue. The first time he left us.
Oh, wait. Before you start, I want to say I like the little logos you got going on the back screen. Those are nice touch.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm going to try to work on that for all the shows. Have a little more artwork. All right. So, here we go. Ray, what did you think of this? For the first time ever, we have Superman feedback from Ray. All right. Take it away, Ray.
Hello, Phil and Lilith. This is Ray Zod, the far superior, far better Kryptonian half of the Last Sons of Krypton, a Superman podcast. I am here to give my comments on that cur that is Superman in Superman 59. Anywho, the issue I thought was okay. It was good. I enjoyed the artwork for this. I thought, I don't know. I guess with Superman, there's a common problem with retreading, worn ground. And I feel like this introspection of Lois not having enough time with Superman. Indeed, it might well be as well that same kind of theme that Mary Jane has with Peter Parker. But this theme of the story, I felt was kind of, I've kind of heard and read this before. So that for me was the main kind of thing. And they had the big talk as well. And that was kind of wrapped around with, I don't know, those time beings, I think they were. I didn't totally understand that, but from what I read, I understood that one rogue one kind of paid back Superman by giving him some time to speak to Lois because he was just so busy, kind of going everywhere. And so that was kind of a nice touch. But I don't know, it just, for me, I wasn't too well invested in the story in that sense. The dialogue, I guess, was engaging to a point, but it wasn't enough for me to really enjoy this comic. As I said, the art was really cool. I really enjoyed that, and the idea that I like the scenarios that Superman went through, and I understand that Jurgens was making the point that he has a lot to do, and even Superman himself says, "I can't be everywhere. I can't do everything." I like the ship, the sunken ship that Superman, or the submarine, I think it was, that Superman kind of saves the people from there. Kind of builds a makeshift, what do you call it, decompressing chamber, so they don't get the bends. That was all pretty cool. I thought the captain or the admiral or whoever it was that said, "Oh, while you're here, could you retrieve this and that?" I kind of felt like Superman was a little bit on the used side, kind of, but I guess that's what Jurgens was trying to make the point of, that maybe humans were taking him for granted and they were just asking to do stuff all the time. But I thought that was a little bit rich from that admiral or whoever to say, "Oh, could you retrieve these things before, I don't know, was it the Russians were going to get it?" So Superman was like, "Oh, okay, I guess I better." So I felt he was kind of manipulated a bit in that sense. The scene with the homeless dude getting, I can't even remember the battle zone or something, all the weapons. That was a good talk as well. But basically, all that was dressing around the point of why aren't you there for everyone, Superman? Superman's like, I can't really be everywhere. It's impossible, and he has to live with that idea. And so that was kind of, I guess, that is offset with Lois's concerns about him never being there. Like, she's literally having like 5 minutes with him before he has to go off and do his duty, his massive responsibility. So I can see the structure and the framework of the story, which was nice. Nothing groundbreaking or anything, but yeah, as I said, I don't know, a little too much drama for me. I want to see Superman, use his powers. I want to see him, bash things. That's just my simple mind. Anyway, or it might be my Zodian heritage. So anyway, so this, I'll give this a firm, maybe for me a B minus. By no means it's a terrible story. It's just not for me. For what it wants to say, it does say it quite ably, but yeah, it just wasn't for me. Anyway, this will be. I'm hoping I got the right issue. I did see another. Was it 1930s issue of Superman 59? So I'm hoping you're not reviewing that. But if you are, then consider this a bonus, and consider it a Matt Kona-esque.
Consider it pulling a Kona.
Anyway, all the best, and remember to kneel before Zod. Ray Zod out.
Yeah, so yeah, go check out Last Sons of Krypton, yes, with Connor L and Ray Zod.
Hilarious. What a curmudgeon.
I know. Well, you know what? It's interesting. Because it's kind of like
I like it. It's funny. He's like, when it comes to Spider-Man,
well, it's like
we can hate an issue, and there's Ray.
I know, but no, I think the big thing is like, this was
it does feel well worn. I get what you're saying, especially if you're like reading Spider-Man and stuff.
And he doesn't have the history with Superman. This is probably the first time he read this issue. He wasn't reading it, back in the day like we did.
Yeah. I think to kind of appreciate this story, you have to see that journey of where it came from and why people want it. It's very similar to the Peter and Mary Jane thing. It's like, we want this, we want this, we want this. Yeah. Give it to us, And we finally get it, and then it's like, okay, there's going to obviously be trials and tribulations, and how are they going to deal with this? Are they actually going to go through with it? And this was one of those steps.
It's very interesting because if you listen to their show, like I know, like Connor likes a lot of like the pre-crisis Superman and stuff.
Can't blame them.
That's what they talk about a lot of the time. So I'm like, it's interesting that Ray, who's in '91 was probably reading like all Marvel and stuff. I think Ray seems to like some of the pre-crisis stuff more than like he liked this issue. So.
Like y'all know I love a Silver Age Superman. I really do, but there's some good stuff to be had.
Oh yeah.
Right before Death of Superman and right after Death of Superman. It's great stuff to be had. It doesn't really get like shady, shifty. I absolutely hate it till New 52. There were some choices where I was like, I don't know about that. But then when New 52 hit, I was just like, oh, the before times. I didn't know I had it so good. So
I mean, it'll be a long while before we get there, but we should do episode 100.
What's that?
We should do Death of Superman. We should do crossover with Last Sons of Krypton and Krypton Report.
And just get it over with.
No, just do like a giant round table on the Death of Superman, the whole storyline.
Oh, God. That should be interesting. Hey, if the boys are up for it, I'm down.
Like I said, it'll be a while, so this is episode 36.
Yeah, we got it.
Give us time to plan.
Yeah.
Give us time to plan, Jan. All right. I'm sure you didn't read them, but just well.
Oh, you mentioned it too not soon enough, because I was like, oh, we got 69 more episodes, but nope.
But honorable mention, Flash 765 came out this week.
Is that Green Arrow on the cover? What's going on?
That's Dr. Alchemy.
Oh.
Yeah, I
They
told
brought
you.
him back, did they?
Because I told you when the last issue came out. And I've been liking this story with the new writer, and he kind of pulled a twist at the end, like a twist on the the Philosopher's Stone that they'd never done before, that I thought was pretty clever. So
Okay, I'm glad to see that it's picking up quality, because it was kind of a sludge when I quit.
Yeah,
it was a trudge.
Like I said, new writer. This is maybe like his 3rd issue or 4th issue. Yeah.
Well, I'll check it out in 5 years. I've given DC 5 years.
I know.
Well, outside of Punchline, because I'm just like, I love watching the people cry. I do. I love tears. It's my thing. Because I know the plan for Punchline. Like, I know the whole process behind Punchlines. I'm just waiting. And people, they got a visceral reaction from people for this issue, so.
Yeah, so you read Punchline?
I mean, I read it a while ago.
Okay.
I didn't read it when it came out, but I read it a while ago.
But we can talk about it on the next episode of Capes and Lunatics. Okay.
Without Charlie, yeah, because Charlie won't read Punchline, in case you don't.
I didn't pay for it.
This is a poor man's Harley Quinn, I tell you.
When is someone going to kill her?
When's she gonna get her crowbar? Cut me, bro. So yeah, I have thoughts. With that.
What?
I have thoughts about Punchline. So that'll be one DC book that we can talk.
Check out Capes and Lunatics for that.
You hit him right in the face with that sack. Nice.
And then
we'll come in handy. We'll definitely come in handy.
Oh yeah, and then Bendis' Superman 27 came out. Anyway,
no one cares. No one cares.
Still superhero of the year.
The Bears.
Oh, did you know Orange Sun makes Superman weak and stupid?
No, that's called Bendis writing.
Oh, well.
So we're just going to call Bendis writing the Orange Sun effect?
I was going to say, it was both.
Bendis.
All right. So should we get out of here?
Yes, on that note.
Yes, so send us your thoughts.
Send us your tears.
Oh, my. Okay, Bendis. I was going to pull up the schedule here. I know we only have 2 more episodes of Legends of the Arrowverse for the year. I do know that.
Wow. 2020 has just trudged along. So, can't say it flew, because God knows April felt like 4 years.
Exactly. So, yes, in 1 week, we're back with We Are the Night,
the
Batman podcast. Yes, to cover Detective Comics 608 and 609, featuring the first appearance of Anarchy, and I believe Ray said he's going to leave feedback for that one also. And then back here.
Poor guy.
I know.
See what Phil does to him.
Back here in 2 weeks for Adventures of Superman 525. You'll note by Lois and Clark making out on the cover.
Sounds like a plan, Jan.
Yes. And then, the rest of the year, then Detective Comics 610 and 611 for a cool little Penguin story. And then, like I said, the last Arrowverse of the year will be Superman The Wedding Album. We'll actually get to the wedding.
Yeah, because Batman did not get married. Sorry, Philip.
I know. What did you want out of that tube sock? Come on. All right. So anyway, send your thoughts on this episode or any of the upcoming stuff. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow Legends of the Arrowverse on Facebook, Twitter. Follow all of our shows, all our social media. Find a link to the YouTube channel. Go subscribe. You can watch this video. You can even see Ray's nostrils. Links to our Patreon. Links to merch. And
stay hydrated, my friends.
That's what the plans crave. And so much more. And you can find all of that all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And when you have time, please support our sponsors, Tweaked Audio.
And that's the shot that killed future Lilith.
I don't think ahead. I don't think of, hey, I'm still waiting for you. I can't believe you didn't say it once this week. Time is a linear concept. Time is a social construct I did not agree to. There you go. Should cut that drop just for but yes, so check out Tweaked Audio. Do you want super hearing? Yes, pick up some Tweaked Audio headphones. And if you're at home bored, because you should be in quarantine, people so many people around here.
Michelle Gray needs our help.
Hunt a Killer.
And it's an escape room in a box.
Yes.
And what else do you got to do? And it's a monthly subscription box. So when you get, you get to just keep the new pieces coming. Just saying.
And use code Southgate for a discount. And for those of you learned types, go pick up Pod Life the book.
Ooh, no reading. Oh. Audio book must come sooner.
Tell Rob. Yes. Pod Life the book volume 1 now in digital and paperback. Audio is coming, and so is volume 2. So go get that on Amazon, and when you do, use the link.
Is our gift guide up?
I don't know if ours is yet. I know I got Rob ours so early, and then he puts other people's up before ours, but ours might be up by now. But yes, the holiday guides are up. So yeah, go check out the Southgate Media Group holiday guides. Lots of that you can find on Amazon. So go on Amazon, and when you do, use the link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Help us support this show, the Southgate Media Group Network, and that man out of time, Rob Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain, so says Master Doom. Please kick me in the pants, and you will find out I am right so much more often than I'm wrong. Why did your eye drift over to my box?
Lilith Hellfire.
If you nerds want to hang out with me on the interwebs, because, new stuff on TV on the CW's coming, follow me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire, on Instagram with the cool kids and your hip grandparents at Lilith Hellfire 86 for boring life updates, and of course, Lilith Hellfire 69 for the memes. And if you're on TikTok, please do follow me, and I will give you a little follow back. Of course, Lilith Hellfire 69, because it's TikTok. I'm trying to blend in. Tap, tap, tapping my way downtown. We need the money, gimme. That's more like After Make It Rain, but yeah. We need the money, gimme.
Oh my. Alright, everyone. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Legends of the Arrowverse. Come back next week for We Are the Night, the Batman podcast. And the Origin of Anarchy, and then back here in 2 weeks for Adventures of Superman 525. Yeah, there's only one of those, Ray. Adventures of Superman 525. So send your feedback. Be like Ray. Truth, justice on the Australian way. We see you. We salute you, drop there. We salute you, Drop Bear.
Bubble-a-boo-boo. Look how big it is.
Up, and away.